Reading to me is like going into a journey. And the best journeys in books are the ones that you don't really know where you're heading. I mean, usually in a journey you know where you're going, but in a book, as well, when I try to read, when I try to write, I always try to make surprising things happen in the book and change things so that some part of the book are like an unknown country and you don't know really how you ended up there. You thought you were going to Öland, but it turned out to be some other place entirely, and you're not quite the same when you go back and when you have finished the book. A good book is a good journey.
Throw your TV set out and buy some books instead. I think we humans have a basic need for getting stories into us, and stories told in language. Pictures might be good, but the story told in words, you can listen to it or you can read it, is something that we need it. So please go on reading, or if you haven't started, start reading. Thank you.
Well, basically, if we talk about reading, I think learning to read properly is to acquire your language. It's like in the end it will give you power, because as soon as you got the language and you can write it and read it properly, you can express yourself, and that's the way to give yourself power, really. So I think that is important, and you know, I think I'm quite fortunate writing about horses for young people, because if you find books about your own interest, like if you're interested in horses, it's usually a really strong interest, and if you find books about it, it's so much easier to read. So I think for parents and for teachers, it's always to find the right book for the right child, you know, to get the perfect match. You know, that makes reading so much easier, I think. So just, you know, bribe the kids into reading, really.
My goal with this book was to make a long story that was very fast to read. And when you read, instead of just, for instance, watch a television series or something, if you really like it and are into it, then it's like a more three-dimensional world. It's another completely other experience. So if you haven't read so much, you should definitely try this one.
I would like to tell you why you should read, or why I think that people should read. For me, it's just a way of getting a new reality, of getting away from the one that I have, getting away from routine and getting away from all, you know, what's ordinary in life. To read is to travel in mind, and that's the greatest travel you can do. And to read is to get rich and to get happy, and I can't think of any better reason to read. So just read as much as you can. Movies are also great, and to play games are also great, but nothing is greater than reading, not to me anyway.
Well, to be more serious, if you want to develop yourself, if you want to be more intelligent, more educated, and have more empathy for other people, you should read. You grow when you read. I think that's the most important question for democracy right now, that people are reading books, get more cultivated, more educated, wiser, and have deeper sympathy for people all around the world now when we have this great refugee crisis. So read books, grow, be more beautiful, more cultivated, and more lovely. So keep on reading. Skip the, you know, all the tweets and blah 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 blah. Read slowly and you will grow. Ciao.